but let's get back to it. Fix this. Because the problem right now is I need to get these moved. Now, this is only going to ever have 3 things. Really only need 3 expansion tanks because I don't need one for the gas. Oh, that's hydrocracked. Different. I need severely cracked, severely steam cracked. Oh yeah, that totally shouldn't be going out on black. I'm gonna turn off extraction of this for now. Figure out something with that. Because this is all light fuel right now, which is good. Yeah, this is all light fuel. Yeah, that's not supposed to go to the steam cracker. I forgot about that. Well, it might need to go to the steam cracker, but that's a problem for another day. I'm not going to get into gas refining right now. Okay, so I need 3 tanks for the 3 fuel. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. Still have that other pressurized tank. I put it somewhere. Where did I huck it? This is what happens when I don't pay attention to where I was putting stuff. Ah, good, I hucked it in there. I need 2 more of these. No, they should be... I need bigger tanks. I don't want a tank that small. Oh, the thermal tanks are better. Because I can expand their sizes as needed. I'll just put them in different spots. That should fix it. Not full of refinery gas, are you? Yes, you are. I might need a big output tank for refinery gas, too. And let me order another tank and a big upgrade. A fluid provider. You're going to interact with that, aren't you? Right. That in a second. There we go. Fixed. Yeah, right now I think whenever I break too many pipes, it's the whole logistics pipe system causes lag. Because it has to recalculate the routing tables. They're all empty, right? Did I mess something up? I did mess something up. What are you? You're butene. That's what you be. Butane. There we go. Now these should be empty. Yep. The only reason this thing isn't running is because this little bit of light fuel is causing an issue. Let's see. Heavy fuel. Well, actually, I should start with light fuel. Get this kicked back on. Light fuel. Oh, I gotta get the heavy fuel out of the way. Me not paying attention. Okay, so this one's set up for light fuel. I need to set this one up for heavy fuel. Yep, there we go. Where's processing? Get you set up for naphtha. Going all the way around. Okay, there we go. Got to deal with this sulfuric gas. Okay, so these should be just overflow tanks. But that... yeah, this is where... their stuff. I don't think orange is being used. Or yellow. I'll use yellow. Oh, but I need... That causes an issue there. I was pulling that out on black. Should be fine if I just turn this to black. The refinery gas shouldn't have any... No, it's going to go here. Yeah, I should put a filter on it. Be safe. Yeah, at least this is all kicking over again. One of these. Or no, extra black, always active, but I only want it to be... hydrogen sulfide. There we go. Okay, so that's all running again. It's all running because it's getting more propene. Propene this one. Yeah, I want to actually do what I was doing with the other expansion tanks. So now, if that way, that acts as a buffer for this. Okay, so I need test out if I can put 3 more fluid inputs on the oil cracker. Or no, 2 more. I just need 2 more. I'm not running refinery gas through it. Need to order 1 more. Yeah, I'm not going to need the Pyrolos oven as fast as I thought I was going to. But at least I'll have it here ready for when I actually do. Worst case, I can just move it over to the new base as I get that set up. Yeah. You're running low on light, but it can't get anything else because the issue. And I'm going to have to put... Well, it's a good thing I ordered more of these. I want this one to insert only light fuel. Currently running. Let it run, and then once it stops, I'll start knocking holes in it again. Provider over here. That way when I start using refinery gas, I can pull it. Okay, that's running. Basically, the idea is this system can hopefully adaptively switch between processing naphtha, processing heavy fuel, processing light fuel as it becomes available. That now? Yes. Knock 2 new holes in it. I didn't want to interrupt it while I was processing. But it seems to accept them. Fuel. Refuel. Yeah, that works. Fuel. And this has got to be naphtha. Naphtha, that's full of heavy fuel, and that will be full of light fuel. And this thing should just process whatever it wants on its whim because I don't care. And because that's one bucket for one bucket, this buffer should always be clean. Because I'm pulling that out, this sorts it. Yeah. Crazy, but it works. And that's the important part, that it works. Until this runs full of sulfur gas, or gas again. But I'm hoping to run through most of the oil before then, and there's a pretty decent buffer over here. Because I am debating starting to void extra gas as needed. Because the main thing is producing this stuff. The ethylene's getting used up. Oh, because this is the only ethylene in the system. Okay, yeah, it's probably going over there. Why is ethylene so popular? And that's why. Ethane. Yeah, I probably need to upgrade that one. I don't use a ton, but I do like to have it on hand. That's probably the first one that needs a major upgrade. I need to put some of that stuff back in the system. Because I think this build is getting pretty much done. This is the time to pick up the project chest. Because yeah, this skips around why I needed the two distilleries. And I might still need to come in here and do more work, but I don't think I'm going to need them. Care about. I need them for something else. That is pretty much cycling. Before I forget, I should request the cutting machine. I just step away for a quick second, and then I'll be back. Alright. Upgrade this, and I think I actually need to upgrade this. I mean, even though some of this is backed up just because this needs its processing. And that's something I gotta worry about. Already full of benzene. I see something that is probably going to become an issue, but I'm not sure how to fix it. And I don't know if I really want to fix it just yet. That off. That gets me, I should have the machinery to get these wafers. Cut them. I'm correct. That is all I needed. Now I can make IV energy hatches just very carefully. Going to be a new base thing that I'm going to have to figure out how to transfer. This is where I'm going to need the logistics item bridges. Or logistics bridges for items. Go to Aurelia first. That is a question. Okay, so this is currently this is waiting on this, which is fine. I don't need it to process that fast. I'm just worried it's going to get caught. What I needed was a top-up system, which I don't think I can do. Actually, that's an interesting idea. Does the pumps actually allow... Let me get my hands on an MV pump. Because if I can set it up like the robot arms, maybe that's the fluid control. Regulator. Yeah, that's what it is. Transfers limits fluids to specific quantities as cover. I think that's maybe what I need, but I'd have to play around with it. As long as this is only producing naphtha, I'm fine. I didn't want to build 3 distillation towers. Okay, that build is good for now. Not gonna tweak on it too much more. I don't really want to start on the IV stuff till the cutting saw gets done. Set up the mixer. Squeeze in another row here. The only downside is I need to be able to put 2 fluid suppliers on that thing. Or, no, I can just do I can do a fluid satellite pipe. Great. Upgrade that. This is what's going to be making me the stuff needed to... I guess I could have put it in the silicon with all the other ME stuff, but I think it works fine out here. That will be so it can handle fluids. Or fluid crafting. Satellite pipe. Last mixer. Or have I not really used that many mixers that need fluids over here? Here's one. Advanced Mixer 202. 303. Let's see. Fluix Pearl. Interpearl Dust. Pure Fluid. Helium. $30. And this is the quartz glass. Gotta get this thing a shape plate. Glass. 576. Yep. Can just order that to myself because I keep forgetting. There we go, leak cutting machine. I can send back this electric pump for now. Shape plate in, this is done. Oh, it stretched and my spine just popped. A bit of steel. I should probably check these. Oh, that's what I needed. I was climbing these still. Yeah, haven't checked these. Or I've been using these really hard. That would have been bad if that big one, this is the one that handles my stainless steel, which is all the HV stuff. That would have been bad if that one stopped working. Hey, you're idle. You're just being bright for no reason. Both IVs. Heat here? I've been running you off IV, but I need you to be LUV, which is 2 IV. Well, that's... I'm trying to move everything that's above EV and above, besides what I currently have here, over to the base. Shape plate, and I need to turn it into block form. And this can just sit in here. Now I should be able to request all the spatial stuff. I actually think I learned the recipe for spatials. There's one part I think I'm actually missing. Yeah, spatial I/O port. Okay, it doesn't need... Okay, that's just any glass. Good. Okay, it doesn't need anything too special, except for the drive bays. But since I'm already making those, not too worried about that. I need 2 crafting tables. Of the map on depth, or is that just because I'm under everything? Treating this as a cave. That's a weird graphical bug. The one over here. Because this holds the spatial drives. Stuff's too green. Sometimes it plays with my eyes. There's just a shade of green that when I see it pass something, it just bothers me slightly. And not in a real bad way. It's not even, it's just my brain goes, wait, what's that? That's all the spatial stuff. I was debating one of these. Smelting. But I have to do all the titanium carbide and HSLA stuff. That might be the other bit on the new base setup because I'm going to use this for smelting the alloys that I don't just make. I'll have these hooked to vacuum freezers. I wish these could do bars. I wish this could be dust or bars. That would actually make that also really a major upgrade to these. I don't think there's a workaround. Because the main reason why they have you run stuff through the blast furnace and nothing else is because you need certain types of coils, but you could just have because these recipes are supposed to be, I believe, equivalent because it's supposed to be a blast smelter that you can get. Yeah, or the alloy that actually is from yeah, like this rhodium plated platinum. Because yeah, this needs an RV or sorry, IV RTM alloy blast furnace instead. It just kind of skips the step of actually it just takes the place of a blast furnace. Actually, not a lot of difference except you have to mix it up. Sorry, it gotta get my thoughts together here. Mixes or it adds a mixer to a blast furnace. That's what the alloy blast smelter is. Always output. Yeah, it should always output a multiple of 144. It wasn't for the circuit conditions. Both use argon, but they use the circuit conditions make it hard. But I could probably run multiple. Could do because I think I could run multiple blast smelters and one blast chiller. I don't know. That's thoughts for when I actually get around to building that. I need chickens. I got to get it to Aurelia. Aurelia. I need the IV setup. I don't really feel like Domcraft. Alright, so Ivy, how am I doing this? Chemical reactor assembly mission. I need to run both oil and this through the same assembly machine, which I can. Tungsten cable. Or it's tungsten cable. Tungsten cable, yeah. I already got that. 1x. One X. IV machines I already have programmed. It's just the HPIC. HPICs needs the cutting saw, chemical reactor with 2 different types of things, mixtures, alloys. That's the word. Alloys. I can remember things with pick wafers, which I'm already making. I just need to upgrade. Uh, I need 2 machines for upgrading pick wafers, and then the assembler, which is what I got. Only need a 4 amp IV battery buffer. Ultra excessive. No, that's not the right one. Insane. Insane voltage. 4x tungsten wire. It's not that hard. IV machine and a chest. Oh, and then I need the wire. IV is Parasteel? No, stellar. Your wire needs thin polyvinyl chloride. Stellar's the best. Oh, once it's wrapped. Keep forgetting that. Oh, I can hold 12 amps per one. What can Enderium do? I've been overdoing it. I can do 8, so technically I should be... Oh, that's Signalium. Wait. I've been overdoing my cabling, haven't I? It doesn't matter. It just means I can pass more through it. Yeah, so I only need 1x stellar alloy. I just run stellar alloy through the wire mill, run it through the wire assembler I have for the new stuff. Be good. Wire, right? You can run through, yep, LV. Filler wire. Yep, still the same. Good. Tungsten's going to take a while. let's see. I'm doing the wires. Wet assembler over here somewhere. Here it is. Oh, no, this is not the one I'm thinking about. I need the one that does silicone rubber. There we go. Silicone rubber, polyvinyl chloride, ULV. And PVC, stellar. Yeah. Now I can request 3 stellar alloy cable. Be all I need. Oh, I gotta figure out the batteries though. Throw it over here. Oh, we do have to go on break, and then we'll be back. Alright. Let's see. Did it finish it? No. I thought I checked that there wasn't any issue. I put it in the wrong tool. LA1. Good. Since I fixed the pipe before I looked in there, it worked. Yeah, I put wire in the metal bender. Wire. I made stellar plate. Why do I have so many stainless steel screws? Logistics pipes, you just don't work. The first 4x tungsten wire. And I gotta make 4 batteries. What are IV batteries? On energy. I don't know if I can make those with this unit. Oh, rose gold platinum cable. EV assembler. And yeah, vanadium. I mean, that's not awful. Vanadium, probably. I have a little bit. Need enough to make at least 3 batteries. Well, maybe 2. Get away with 2. But I do need an EV canning. An EV canning machine, damn. These in the machine, I should be good. 6 things. Because technically 2 of these machines should... The most of these machines I should have hopefully have running at the same time as 2. Oh. Have I even ever used much 1x in this pack? I think I went to like what 4x cable or 16 cable really early and just kind of kept making it, not paying attention to how much amps they could hold. Still working on the battery pack. The batteries. Let's see, 6 rose gold plate. Can I request that? No. That. It is 1x platinum wire. Oh, but I need an EV assembler with Teflon. Do I have any Teflon just sitting in a tank, hanging out? No. Yeah. That should be a decent amount. Rose gold gets done. Get it flattened. Need 16 vanadium. Oh, but I have to make the EV canning machine. Well, that will be the next craft after that. Right, because that's harder, or this is easier to make than this. This needs an EV. Yeah, I'd have to make an... Well, I can't make extreme circuit boards yet. Or the engraved Lapiton crystals. That I could probably make. That makes 3 pieces. Platinum, nano CPU. Pick, extreme circuit boards, soldering, or tin. I'd have to make this. I might be able to do. Sodium persulfate, fiber reinforced circuit boards. Heat, sulfuric acid, annealed copper foil. Epoxy. Epoxy. No, I don't want to touch it. The petrochem upgrade was enough of an issue. Done. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the vanadium batteries. They're going to be, I think, easier in the long run. Metal bender out here. Always fun seeing something that's not implemented fully or correctly. Alright, so if I just bang all this in here, I should get two battery holes. Vanadium for this. Get this finished. 4x battery buffer. I'm still using workstation, right? Yeah, they turn into mainframes. Now this is really going to bottom out the power here. Well, at least they're getting fuel. They're currently full. I mean, technically this is enough power. That's enough power to run 2 IV machines. But that is the whole buffer to run 2 machines. I don't know what else to do while waiting for this to get processed. I guess go poke at the other base a bit. Good thing complex stuff doesn't have like value. I fill those back up with fluorine so they don't go dry. But no, I don't need to worry that much. I'm gonna pull from the system. Just yet, but The worry is I use up too much fluorine from over here. Let's see. Fluid level emitter. Redstone. Torch. Work on this. What I use that for? I could. I'd have to rework this a little bit because of that. Because right now, if I cut this off, I cut off my trash. I mean, I could just do some creative rewiring. because you can't normally turn off ME cable. But using this in the drawbridge, that doesn't keep the power. That stinks. Might be able to use a level emitter if I figure out how to do it right. Need a blue chemical dye. Or just lapis. I gotta figure out how to do this. Gas. How much do I currently have? 5. Need 2, and this needs 1 per. Okay. More of a simple calculation. This needs at least 6 buckets. So I'd like to hold like 8 buckets in reserve. Should only be on if the system has 8 buckets of fluorine gas. I have that wrong. Maybe it's rounding up to 8. I want to do 9. Of or limit. That's what I want, but it's not. Oh yeah, these aren't even on 50% yet. With the control system, the rotors do seem to last a lot longer. I just kind of forgot how much longer. Green gas. Oh, and millibuckets. This is in buckets. This actually needs to be... That's 10 buckets. Just type in. What was it? 0, 0. Seems right. Even if I accidentally put in an extra 0, that should be right. But it isn't affecting that. Okay. Nope, that is full. Okay. Maybe that's causing an issue. $9 million? $9 million mil buckets in the system. $7,800 and something. That should be off. Hopefully that's working correctly now. What if I use some good old redstone conduit on this? Yeah, that seems to be working like I want. Okay. So it will place the cell whenever there is enough fluorine for this system to process it. So now that's my fluorine overflow. And I can add level emitters to this for other things if I want, but it won't be as good because they'll all get processed. It's a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure this out. Rebuilding these systems in AE is going to be its own bag of worms, can of worms, container full of worms. Maybe all of the above. Canning machine done yet? Yep. Putting it down here. Okay, how much vanadium did these need? 15? Have to test out the flux points here. IV batteries. Yep, that does work. They're getting power. Oh no, actually I have more than I thought. Okay, so that's only drawing 32 amps of... This should only be drawing 32 amps of HV, if I'm right. Run these insane voltage machines. Okay, this needs water. I'm just gonna plumb these in. Fluid supplier, fluid satellite. The only problem is I gotta figure out where I'm producing indium gallium phosphide and vanadium gallium. And that will work. I just need a place to melt it down. The extractor. And I need to attach an HV extractor to this. I think I know how to... The system knows how to make those. Yep, HV extractor. Or no, that's a compressor. Damn it. That's the extractor. Yeah, holes in the top. They look the same. Oh, I'm sure I can still find a use for that at some point. Getting close to this. Oh, I do need to have sodium potassium on hand for this. I do need another fluid supplier. It's funny because every tier it looks like I just need fewer and fewer machines. Get to the next tier. But I haven't really reached IV tier, I'm just kind of skirting around it. Should be figuring out resin circuit boards right now. But I don't want to. That's gonna need a whole nother cube just to process resin. Let's see. There we go. Part of it's done. Light pipe, float there. And I could just go. Once I get that one, and connect together. Not where to put that. That's what I ordered by accident. Go in the project bag. Use for it later. Okay, that needs distilled water. Right? Yep, can still use distilled water. RO1. Need Teflon? No, sodium potassium. I even have the right stuff to begin with. Much. 3 buckets, so I'm just gonna have you hold like 4. Not planning on making a huge amount of IV energy hatches off the bat. I'll need to check out what I need for dynamo hatches. Okay, that should be IV there. This down here, and I should be able to satellite pipe that. A satellite pipe? Yes. Add that to this. Yeah, I think it's the routing table updates that make everything freeze for a second. This is why I was trying to keep loops out of it. ECR. That. Get it the vanadium gallium ingots it needs. This is also snailium over here. And I can just do that. Okay, so that's all good. Now I gotta just get the stuff to dope the wafers. Vanadium gallium and indium gallium phosphide. This can be made in any mixer to 1. This has to be made in an EV mixer to 1. That's another recipe's going in this thing. At least I don't need much of it. I don't have a lot of gallium. Or, sorry, I don't have a lot of vanadium. That recipe. Oh, but yeah, I gotta cook it, and then I gotta tell it to come over here. Gallium. Wasn't anything special about this, right? Yeah, I can just run it on one. Guess I have the pipe up here. I keep forgetting. Blast chill. Vanadium gallium dust. 2 vanadium gallium ink. I gotta find a mixer for the other stuff. Not hopefully a mess. Oh yeah, nothing. I don't think that's gonna mix with anything in here. I'm out of modules. One more right now. Because I get this mixed up, and that should be everything I need to dope the wafers. Actually, dope them and cut them. And it will just be setting up... Yeah, it will just be setting up the 2 recipes for the insane coils and this as a whole. See how long it takes for it to actually process. There we go. I've stripped ones out of here. Indium gallium phosphide. Makes 3. Phosphide. Phosphorus dust. Right? Phosphorus, not... Yeah. Phosphate. Right. If I set up the recipe, it needs to be a fluid recipe. Better remember I don't have climb right now. I took it off. And let's see, this is where it's a crazy recipe. I need making these wafers. First wafer, previous wafer, 2 indium gallium phosphide, and 2 ingots of vanadium gallium. But these need to go to this. Wait. I was overthinking that. I don't need the fluid. I got it set up. I'll just leave it. Yeah, because this will make the fluid, which should automatically input to this machine. Now the cutting tool, at least 3 more of these. These from these, and it is 2. Now the big assembler. Oil, magnetic neodymium, iridium wire, 1, magnetic neodymium, fine iridium wire. Everything put together. Oil, coal, V-hole, H-pick, tungsten cable. Got 2 tungsten, 1X, 2 H-pick. There's UH pick. Oof. And then this is an IV energy. 211, yeah. Hey, what does the system say when I try to request this? Probably is going to say that I don't have iridium. Yep, no fine iridium wire. I don't think I set up iridium yet. Yep, that's it. I haven't set it up yet because this needs 2 EV hatches on it. They're not currently running good. Well, I'm going to have to order some stuff before I can get that to IV. I need to actually get it to E. Requires more energy hatches. I'm one metal away. Gotta process one more metal. Not even alloy. One element to deal with still. Literally. Not a amalgam. Check that off, and that should get me to the Aurelian artifact. I throw together some osmiridium. I forgot this is why I need the blast smelter. Right, you can vacuum chill from molten. Oh, but it's LEV. No, it's a I do no, I need to build a that's why I have the blast smelter. Because I can't build a blast furnace to make osmiridium. I have to build a blast smelter to make osmiridium. So I have to make a whole new machine with the same power level and the same coils. Okay. I might even, if it fits in a cube, I might fit it in a cube. How big is this thing? Yeah, that fits in a cube. Make a cube for it so I can take it to the new base once I'm done here. I'll have to start working on that. So, big things next are alloy blast smelter. Really, at the new base, I should be working on the new circuit boards. Yeah, I shouldn't build the call it the resin here. Resin should be at the new base. All right, with that, we do need to take a break here, and then we'll be back.